Forget huge houses, large properties, and dramatic landscapes. If you're selling one of those, you already have drone and you know exactly why you need it. The secret is, every single listing can benefit from drone photos, no matter how large or small, especially if you don't want your house to end up looking like this. If you don't want your house to end up looking like that, I'm going to let you know why drone is suitable for every listing, no matter how large or how small. So this first example that we're going to get in here, great house. This is not a bad photo, but there's lots of foliage and trees in the front. You're missing details. This was not a house that we shot with drone, and we were really limited in how we could get around the outside of this house and get quality imagery. If we could have gotten a little higher, we could have gotten over some of those bushes. And as you'll see by this next image here, the backyard was really steep. And while this is a nice looking shot, you can't see as much of the house, and it's at kind of a weird angle because that's all that we could do. And when I tell you that I was holding the camera as high as I could above my head on an 8-foot tall tripod, trying my hardest to get this shot, I really was. With the drone, it'll be so much easier and cleaner, I promise. Now this next one may look good at first glance, but you can see that it's at an upward angle. And that's because your average one-story house is roughly 10 to 15 feet tall. Your average human is just over 5 feet tall. So you're hardly getting up to that halfway point just for a short one-story house. Most houses look the best when they're shot right at their midpoint or even sometimes a little higher. You don't want to be looking up at it. So while this house itself is not that tall, it's on a little bit of an uphill, and it made it really, really hard to capture without a drone. And it just doesn't quite make your listing pop as much as this next one, which you might not even think about this being shot with the drone. It's a nice normal house in a nice normal neighborhood on a small lot, but it just pops and it's clean because we used a drone. This is probably taken 15 feet off the ground. And it just looks really, really nice. So this next one here, you would never have been able to get this image here without a drone. This beautiful house was right on a cliff, right on a hill. And this is the main angle of the house. There would have been no way to get a shot of this house without a drone. And it's not some crazy angle, it's just a nice straight on shot. And this is why every house needs drones, so we can get around it and get you that basic quality, just baseline good image that you need. So this next one here illustrates obviously an example that you have to have a drone for, but it's just a small lot. Not every drone shoot has to be some large lot. This house is under a quarter of an acre, but still, it's really nice to see where that fence line runs and what the house is backed up against. So don't undervalue the drone. It's not a costly upgrade, and we think that it really improves every single listing. Yes, I am blatantly telling you to get drone on every shoot. Don't get me wrong, but it's a really, really good idea. I'm not kidding. So we're going to go back to another photo of that previous house and just another nice angle. You can see where that hill comes up even more. That's like the main hero image of this house. Would not have been possible without a drone. So it's just really important. And obviously we know, like this next image here, you can get these establishing shots of the neighborhood, which again, every listing, no matter how big or small, can really benefit from that. Everybody knows you can get this kind of thing with the drone. And that's great because it adds images to your listing and it just gives the buyers so much more context. Again, I'm going to go back to that other house. The drone here is at least 50 feet off the ground. It doesn't look like it because the camera can flatten out hills, but just if you have a property that is not wide open and flat all the way around it, I guarantee you will be so much happier with the outcome with drone. Yes, I am blatantly just selling drone hard here, and I know it, but I truly believe that it is beneficial for every single listing. And obviously, you can't get photos like this next one without a drone. You knew that already. But isn't it nice to show the potential buyers exactly where the lot lines are, especially for this nice 6-acre property here? That's just invaluable. Again, we have another example coming up here. This is a larger property with a bunch of different houses. And if you're selling a property like this, you're probably getting drone already. But just really make sure you are. And if you really want to know whether it's worth it or not, give us a call, shoot us an email, and we'll let you know, again, like I'm saying here, that in almost every case, it is really beneficial. I get it. If you have a shoestring budget, that's fine. Still talk to us. We'll see what we can do to help you out because we are pretty flexible and we can meet your needs. So that's all I've got for you today. Thank you for stopping by my little drone myths and misconceptions video.